27 December 2021 Morning Murli Om Shanti Baptada Madhuban. Sweet children, the land of Bharat is the birthplace of the Father, the bestower of happiness. Only the Father comes and liberates all of you children from sorrow. Question: what great and long, most elevated story seems very common for you children? Answer: the story of the beginning, the middle, and the end of this drama is very long and elevated. People cannot understand the story. This story seems common for you children. You know how this drama repeats identically and how the cycle of the ladder continues to turn. Song: Salutations to Shiv. Om Shanti. You sweetest, long lost, and now found children heard the song of the praise. Whose praise? That of God, the highest on high, who is also called the purifier, the remover of sorrow, and the bestower of happiness. Someone who gives happiness is remembered. You children know that only the one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, gives happiness. All human beings remember him. Those of other religions also say that the Father comes and liberates us from sorrow and grants us happiness, but they don't know how the Father gives happiness. You also understand who gives you sorrow and when. The new world becomes old and it is called the land of sorrow. The golden age will definitely come after the end of the iron age. There is just one world. People don't know the cycle of this world at all. This is why Baba asks, who made you so senseless? The Father doesn't cause anyone sorrow. The Father constantly gives happiness. You know that the birthplace of the one who gives happiness is Bharat, and the birthplace of the one who causes sorrow is also Bharat. Although the people of Bharat celebrate the birthday of Shiv, they don't understand anything. That is the birthday of God, the highest on high, and his name is Shiv. No one knows, thus they continue to burn an effigy of Ravan every year. But what is he, and when did he come? Why do they burn him? They don't know any of this. According to the drama plan, they are not going to know this. The Father explains that each one's part is individual. It is the roles of human beings that are remembered. Only human beings are sensible. Animals don't have that sense. At this time, even human beings have become senseless. They don't know who the remover of sorrow, the bestower of happiness, and the purifier is, or how they became impure, or how they can become pure. They call out all of those names, but they don't know the meaning of them. At this time, it is the path of devotion. All the scriptures also belong to the path of devotion. There is no knowledge for salvation in the scriptures. They speak of knowledge, devotion, and this enters. That's all. Just that enters their intellects. They don't know the meaning of it. Only the one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the ocean of knowledge. Surely he has to give knowledge. He is the Sadguru, the bestower of salvation. That is why people call out to him to come and save them from degradation. In the Copper Age, we first became Satopradhan, worshippers, and then we continue to come down as we take rebirth. All human beings definitely come down the ladder. The names of Buddha, etc., are not mentioned in the picture of the ladder, but even if they were to be shown, they too definitely have to come down the ladder. They have to go through the stages of Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. Now everyone is Tamopradhan. The Father explains all scriptures belong to the path of devotion, and there are all types of rituals and that. Only the one Father gives knowledge. Only the ocean of knowledge comes and gives you true knowledge. For half the cycle, it is the day, and there is no question of devotion there. People never stumble in the day. There is only happiness. You receive that inheritance from the Father at the confluence age of the cycle. The Father gives this knowledge to the children to whom He gave it in the previous cycle, and He will continue to give it every cycle. Only in their intellects will it sit that the Creator is giving the knowledge of creation. They make so many images, and they also make calendars. Anything new continues to spread. The Father, the Creator, has now come in Bharat and is giving the knowledge of the Creator and creation. This too will spread and go to everyone. Then no one will be able to ask, why don't we go to heaven? Everyone will know about it. This drama is predestined, and there can be no difference within it. There are many opinions in the world. Some speak of nature, but say that souls are immune to the effect of action. At the end, they will only listen to the one Father. They will understand that truly are actors in this drama. This is the tree of the variety of religions. The lock on everyone's intellect will open. The locks are now closed. The question of your religion is separate. According to the drama plan, they cannot go to heaven. The founder of our religion came at this time only from the picture of the tree, not from the picture of the ladder. Will all of these things enter their intellects? The tree is very good. They will understand that this drama is predestined. But you understand the aspect of yoga. When we remember the Father and became pure, our sins will be absolved. When you become immersed in yoga, you will come to know about yourselves. As you make further progress, everyone will understand the knowledge of the Creator and creation. But not now. The drama has been created very cleverly. The war has to take place. You now have the secrets of the drama in your intellects. When a new person comes, everything has to be explained from the beginning. This is a very long story. It is very elevated, but also very common for you. You know how the cycle of the ladder turns. The Father says, sweet children, you went through so much difficulty on the path of devotion. That too is fixed in the drama. The play of happiness and sorrow is based on you. You became very elevated, and you also became very degraded. The Father says, sweet children, I am the seed of this human world tree. I definitely have all the knowledge of the tree. The example of the banyan tree is also based on this. Sannyasis also give examples, but they don't have anything in their intellects. You know how the original, eternal deity religion disappears. That foundation doesn't exist now. The rest of the tree is still standing. All religions exist, but that one religion doesn't. Look how a banyan tree stands, yet has no trunk, and how it is still always green. Without a foundation, all other trees would dry up because they cannot receive water without a trunk. But the banyan tree still survives and remains fresh. This is a wonder. In the same way, the deity religion no longer exists in this tree. They don't understand themselves. Instead of calling themselves those of the deity religion, they call themselves Hindus. Since the kingdom of Ravan began, they have not been worthy of calling themselves those of the deity religion. So they changed their name and call themselves Hindus. The only signs that remain of the deities are their non living images, from which it can be understood that it is used to be their kingdom in heaven. However, No one knows when heaven existed. They have elongated the duration of the golden age. Whatever has passed, it will repeat at its own time. Those same features cannot exist now. Only in heaven will they exist again. Only you understand this knowledge. All of those people continue to become impure while performing devotion. There was the pure world. The Father sits here and explains to you. They say, you are Jani Jananhar, the one who knows all secrets. The Father says, I don't sit and know what is in each one's heart. Some say, Baba, you know everything. When we enlarge in wise, you must know everything. The Father says, would I sit here throughout the day to know all of those things? I have come to purify the impure. You know you are receiving the inheritance of happiness from Baba. All the rest will go back to the land of liberation. How will they go back? What does it matter to you? Only the Father comes and takes you to liberation and sends you into liberation in life. Everyone has to settle their accounts and go back. You have to become Satopradhan. Why do you become involved in the matters of others? Only the one Father makes everyone Satopradhan from Tamopradhan. There can be no trace of knowledge on the path of devotion. They speak of knowledge and devotion. Ask them for how long knowledge lasts and for how long devotion lasts, and they won't be able to tell you anything. Devotion is a separate thing. The Father Himself comes and explains how He comes and whom He enters. Because of being trapped on the path of devotion, people hardly recognize me, and this is why we explain the pictures of Shiv and Shankar. They have mixed the two together and said that both are one. One is a resident of the subtle region and the other is the resident of the supreme abode. The residence of each is separate. Therefore, how could both have the same name? One is incorporeal and the other is subtle. You cannot say Shiv entered Shankar, nor can you say Shiv and Shankar are one and the same. The Father explains, I entered this Brahma. Who told you Shiv and Shankar are one and the same? No one can call Shankar God, the Father. Look what they have made his image like by putting a snake around his neck. They then also show him riding a bull. No one can, no one at all would believe Shankar to be God. Only Shiv Baba fulfills everyone's desires on the path of devotion. They just say of Shankar that he opened his eyes and destruction took place. However, there are no snakes or bulls in the subtle region. That creation is of this place. People have become those with such stone intellects they don't even understand they are impure. The Father says, I have come to uplift those sages, etc. Spiritual endeavor is made to attain something. So, how can the sages call themselves Shiv or God? Shiv doesn't need to make spiritual endeavor. Their names are sannyasis, those who take up renunciation. Would God ever have to take up renunciation? Those who take up renunciation have to wear saffron robes. Would God also have to wear such a costume? He is the purifier. He says, I even uplift those who adopt such costumes. According to the drama, each one plays his own part. Whatever people do on the path of devotion, they don't understand anything. No one receives salvation from the scriptures. Salvation is only received from the one true Father. According to the drama, those scriptures are essential. Look what they have written in the Gita. No one knows who spoke the Gita. You have to place the main emphasis on the Gita. The Gita is the jewel of all scriptures. No one knows who created that religious scripture, when it was created, and what happened because of it. Whatever has been written in the Gita, it continues to repeat. We don't say whether it is good or bad. However, we do understand that it is the paraphernalia of the path of devotion through which people continue to come down. While taking the full 84 births, we had to enter the stage of descending. When they have all come down and played their parts, the Father comes at the end to take everyone back. This is why he is called the purifier and the bestower of salvation for all. Only when he comes does he speak the knowledge of the Creator and the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation. The Father now sits here and teaches you. Maya makes you forget this again and again. Otherwise, because God teaches us and makes us into the masters of the world, there should be such a great happiness. This knowledge won't exist in the golden age. Then, on the path of devotion, those same scriptures of devotion will exist again. That part has to be played for 2500 years. You have the knowledge of the cycle in your intellects. People neither know the purifier nor who makes them impure from pure. They simply make toys and continue play with them because they don't understand anything. They would tell you, you two are people of Bharat. So, how can you say that only the people of Bharat don't understand anything and are senseless? Tell them the unlimited Father says this, he is giving us knowledge. We have become sensible through him. Many people come to the exhibitions and say this knowledge is very good. As soon as they go outside, everything is finished because they are all followers of Ravan. You have now become followers of Ram. It is in the intellects of your children that the Father, the Creator, is explaining to you. He is making us pure from impure. The Father benefits us. We then have to benefit others. The more you benefit others, the higher the status you claim. This is spiritual service. Everything has to be explained to the spirits. It is souls who understands. You become body conscious for half the cycle. By being soul conscious, you experience happiness for half the cycle. Whereas by being body conscious, you experience sorrow for half the cycle. There is so much difference. When you were the masters of the world, there were no other religions. Now there are so many human beings. You are now at the convenience age. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, settle all your karmic accounts with the power of remembrance. Become Satapradhan and return home. Don't get involved in any other matters. Second point, stay in the happiness that God is teaching us and making us into the masters of the world. Do spiritual service. Blessing. May you be simple and become a sample and reveal your greatness through your ordinariness. Explanation. When a simple thing is clean, it definitely attracts you to itself. In the same way, in terms of the thoughts of your mind, with your relations, with your interactions, and with your way of living, When you are simple and clean, you become a sample and automatically attract others to yourself. Simple means ordinary. Greatness is revealed through ordinariness. Those who are not ordinary, that is, not simple, become a problem. Slogan: when you see my Baba from your heart and your eyes that have been closed by Maya, making you unconscious, will open. Om Shanti